Hi, my name is George Alva. I am campaigning for Place 1 on the Windcrest City Council, and I am humbly asking for your vote and support. I'm not running on a slate or in a group. I don't have a personal agenda, nor enemies, and I don't owe favors to anyone. I truly am an independent candidate for this office. I'm running for office because it is my belief that you always leave a place better than you find it. I am in favor of anything that will make Windcrest better: infrastructure, better streets, drainage, parks, lower taxes, fiscal responsibility, accountability, police and fire protection, pretty much everything that you favor. It is paramount that our council members watch carefully over our tax dollars and spend them responsibly and as wisely as possible. Treat it as if it's our money, because it is. They say that if you enjoy what you do for a living, you never have to work a day in your life. I love what I do for a living, really, I do. My job is never boring, and it's rarely the same thing 2 days in a row. At least once a week, something lands on my desk that no one has ever seen. But I don't panic, freak out, or jump to conclusions. I study it, I gather as many facts as I can, and then I take the appropriate action, just as I will with the issues that come before our council. I deal with several hundred different people per week. They come from all over the world. They have unique personalities, customs, and habits, and I am able to relate to each individual and work with them or assist them when they need something. I do my part to help them succeed. I also deal with the general public on a daily basis. Anybody that works in the customer service field can tell you what a challenge that is. Patience, understanding, and empathy works in practically every situation. I work closely with military and security officials at Fort Sam Houston on various projects throughout the year, holiday block leave being the most significant. I am eternally grateful for the sacrifices made by the men and women who wear the uniform of our great country. I am eternally grateful to the police officers, firefighters, and EMTs who willingly stand between us and the bad guys and who run into a burning building while others are running out. I will do everything I can to support our Windcrest police and fire departments and their mission. Public safety is of utmost importance to our community. It puts a big smile on my face when I see residents walking with their children or their pets, getting exercise and enjoying the tranquility and safety of our city. I don't want us to ever lose that sense of security, nor the police officers and firefighters that ensure it. Let me take a minute to thank the Windcrest Light News and the two women who created this site and worked so hard to keep it running. The Windcrest Light News has proven to be an unbiased, nonpartisan forum available to all council and water district candidates who want to get their message out to the residents. Democracy is as dangerous as it is beautiful. Jennifer and Jill are keeping the democratic process alive through this site, and they protect democracy with their lives by proudly wearing the uniform of our great and grateful nation. If I were still in the military, I would have no problem following them into battle. And if they were in charge of a private sector company, I would have no problem working for them. They are truly remarkable Americans. Even though I am no longer active duty, I continue to do my part through my association with the American Legion. I am the past commander at Post 592. Now I am a member of Post 593 in Converse. My beautiful wife Robin is past president of the 592 Auxiliary Unit and currently the secretary for the 593 Auxiliary Unit. She is also the finance officer for the American Legion Motorcycle Riders. We're both members of the Riders and the skeet shooting team, and I am the commander of the Sons of the American Legion Squadron. I am the acting chairperson of the San Antonio Transportation Advisory Board and a commissioner on the Airport Advisory Commission. I have been an ambassador to the Hispanic and Greater San Antonio Chambers of Commerce and a commissioner on the San Antonio Convention and Visitors Commission. I am a member of SAPD Team DWI and occasionally work with various downtown organizations in the areas of transportation and tourism. I have received recognition from the City of San Antonio, Bexar County, and the Texas Senate for my activities. I'm running for City Council because Windcrest is a wonderful place to live, and I will do my part to keep it so. Growth is important to a city, but that growth must be managed responsibly. I believe in incentives, but not in giving away the farm to entice new businesses. I'd like to see businesses that generate tax revenue open in Windcrest and create jobs and build commercial places of beauty to make our city more attractive to visitors. The chain restaurants in Windcrest are pretty good. But can you imagine landing a unique world-class restaurant here? How about a family-friendly place like the Den in Lavernia? They sell delicious food, soft drinks, and adult beverages. They have a kids' playground, picnic area, and televisions everywhere. It's a fun place to hang out. We could have something like that here for families to enjoy and for Windcrest to benefit. Our Economic Development Corporation is tasked with that duty. The EDC exists to serve the city of Windcrest. Therefore, the city of Windcrest must be the primary beneficiary of the money collected by the EDC. I will work with my fellow council members and the EDC to ensure that happens. We can't keep raising property taxes to pay for projects that can be paid from collected sales tax. There are various ways for a city to raise money, and I'm not closing my mind to any of them. But I'm always going to advocate for the method that puts the least amount of burden on the Windcrest taxpayers and home and business owners. Windcrest is famous for its Christmas lights and the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, but infamous for local politics. If you have the time and energy to fight somebody, that means you have the time and energy to work together to accomplish good things that benefit even those you don't agree with. I will work with my colleagues to restore civility and progress to City Council. The city needs to move forward with improvements in infrastructure, public safety, and the general welfare. And we need to support our mayor's initiatives. Right now, we're in a situation in which the mayor cannot get anything accomplished, but we elected him to do a job, and he deserves the chance to be a leader. I propose amending the city charter so as to create a sixth council seat. This will help reduce rancor and promote progress. When I started my research for this race, I saw the council is made up of 5 members and the mayor, who is the tiebreaker. How do you break a tie between 5 people? At first, I thought it was hilarious. But lately, we've witnessed the consequences of that rule because the mayor gets outvoted 3-2 on every issue. That has to stop. Even though I may not always agree with my colleagues or fellow citizens, I will never be disrespectful to them. I hope we will all agree to disagree without being disagreeable. I will listen, I will deliberate, I will study, I will cast my vote. I will probably upset a few people now and then. That's pretty easy to do these days. I've had the privilege of meeting and talking with many of you already, and I hear you. It's obvious you love Windcrest, but you've expressed concerns about what is happening. You're telling me you want to change from business as usual. I've listened to you as you tell me about the streets in general, your street in particular, and other items that matter to you. I don't want to do the thinking for you. I want to be your voice on council. Your participation is the best way to initiate improvements. Bring your issue to me. Explain it. Tell me how it benefits your neighborhood and Windcrest. This is what you're electing me to do for you. I will present your issue to the rest of the council so that it can be discussed and voted on. You will have a voice, and you will never be shouted down or told to shut up. Each of us has a list of things we do exceptionally well. One of the things on my list is my ability to put aside personal feelings and opinions about people I may not have any fondness for and work to accomplish the mission. As your council person, I vow to represent every citizen of Windcrest without bias or prejudice. Folks, it is imperative that we get the word out to every citizen of Windcrest to vote in this election. All 3 available seats must be occupied by candidates whose voting hand is not bound by the same string. I want to serve as your voice in place 1, and I believe I will do a very good job for all the citizens, not just the ones that vote for me. I am dedicated, loyal, approachable, impartial, fair, diplomatic, and hardworking. I will work to make things better until the moment God says no more. I love living in this town, and I will do my part to keep Windcrest wonderful. But I need your trust, support, and vote to do it. Thank you.